Hello, class. Today we're looking at comparing numbers. So it's easy to compare numbers if you have a number chart, because if you were comparing the number 5 to the number -3, anything on this side of 0 is greater than anything on this side. But if you have the number 3 and the number 5, then you have to look a little bit closer if they were bigger numbers. But keeping the number line in mind as you look at these others will be helpful. So place value is something we talked about in the first lesson. We will revisit it towards the end of this lesson. But when we're comparing numbers, it's important to look at place value. So this number has a place, the 3 is in the 10,000ths place. So we want to automatically compare that to this number. The 9 is in the 10,000ths place. This number has a whole nother number in front of it in the 100,000ths place. So is it bigger? Absolutely. So let's talk about our signs. So we have the greater than, less than, equal to. So anytime, hopefully this is total review, anytime that you're using these signs, you want the opening to be facing the greater number, the bigger number. And I always thought of it because, like when I was younger, if you think of an alligator and the alligator's really hungry and that's its teeth, it wants to eat the bigger number. So our next one, 987. Well, 9 seems like a bigger number than 1, but 9's not in the same place as 1. 9 is in the same place as 2, and 1's a whole nother number bigger or in another place value, so it's greater than 9 or 987. So 987 is less than 1,212. So this next one, we're getting really close because if we look, the 2 is in the 10,000ths place. 2 is in the 10,000ths place. Okay, so they're the same as far as what place value they go to. So then we compare. Same number, so those are the same. 2 and 2, same number, same. 1 and 1, same. 6 and 6, same. But then we have a 6 here and a 2 here. So between those two numbers, which one is greater? 22,166 is greater than 22,162. Now we're going to look at comparing decimals. So this is the number 6. This line right here would represent 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.4, 6.5. That's where that is. 6.6, 6.7, 6.8, 6.9, 7. So before a number can go to the next one, the closest number to 7 is 6.9. And then once it goes to 10, that turns into a 0 and it's carried over, so then it equals 7.0. So if we're comparing decimals, we are going to look at the first number. So both of them start with 6. And always it's that things that go that way are greater than. So if we have 6.1, so this is where 6.1 would be, and 6.6, which one's greater? 6.6. Now we have it broken out down into even smaller parts. So this one's 6.14. So this one right here, the green was 6.1, so this is 6.14. Then this is 6.18, getting closer to 2. Well, what one's greater? 6.18. If you have the same numbers, 6.5, 6.5, this one has more numbers after the 5, which means it's even closer to getting to 6. So therefore, this one is greater. Point 1 and point 3. Point 3 is closer to 9. Once it turns to 9, it'd be a whole number. So point 3 is greater. Same with point 8. So hopefully that is making sense. 17.4 and 7.6. Well, we just got into the habit of looking at the decimal point, but now we've got to take into account the whole number. 17 is a bigger number than 7. If you did have something that was 6.4 and 6.40, you can add as many zeros as you want to the end of a number, and it doesn't change the value when it's a decimal point. So therefore, those would be equal. Okay, let's review our place value. So go ahead and try to remember to fill in your chart how we did before. Press pause, fill it in, and then check back to see if you did it. Okay, so hopefully you remembered that everything after the decimal point has the THS at the end. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths. So now we're going to look at some problems and decide what place the 5 is in. So in this particular case, 2's in the 1's, 5 is in the 10's. Oops, wrong thing. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Five is now in the 1's. Now we're getting over into the tenths. Hundredths. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Okay, so today, boys and girls, you do have 3 IXL assignments. They are not that difficult, so you should not have a problem with that. Have a good one.